Alright guys, if you're into rap, even underground rap, and you go on any form of social media, there's no escaping this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. However, I'm sure a lot of you guys do not care about Drake or Kendrick Lamar because they're not Netspend or Osama Sun. Drake. I'm just joking. However, I thought, hey, let's do something fun and explain the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef in underground rap terms. So, let's get into it. Alright, so think about Summers as Kendrick Lamar. Now, the reason why I'm saying Summers is like the Kendrick Lamar in this case is because Summers kind of like wears his heart on his sleeve. You know, he's more emotional. As much as he gets clowned on for certain things, he's actually very lyrical, and a lot of the stuff he raps or sings about is very relatable to people going through similar issues as him. You know, heartbreak, addiction, and I'm not saying Kendrick raps about all these things, but you know, Summers also raps about where he's from and his upbringing. You know, Kendrick does as well. And of course, the most obvious similarity, Summers is the most humble rapper ever. Of course, though, you know, we're just gonna say Summers is Kendrick here. So I would say the Drake of the underground. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna just go with Ken Carson. Number one, because Ken Carson isn't really underground, he's just really big, but also because Drake has a bunch of, or not Drake, but Ken Carson has a bunch of random beefs with other people that he used to be cool with. Similar to Drake, for example, Yeet, he also had a beef with Can, and they were all kind of stupid, and kind of making it stretch here, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I'm not going to go over the whole backstory because that would take forever, and I do not know how to tie it all together. So let's go over what Kendrick is alleging of Drake. So one of the things he's alleging is that Drake has Slay World allegations. So he's saying that Drake is into little kids. He's also not only saying that Drake is into it, but his whole team is into it. If you look at the cover art for Kendrick Lamar's recent single, it's called Not Like You, which by the way is inspired by Netspend's We Not Like You. I don't know if you guys knew this little known fact. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I know. But anyways, in it, he says Drake has these Slay World allegations, and you know, Drake has had these allegations for a while, or not allegations, just rumors. So you know, similar to a lot of like these underground these underground rappers just get exposed like crazy. But just in general, a lot of people, like, this reputation that they're weird will form far before any like stone cold evidence comes out. For example, think Diddy, think R. Kelly, think all these weird people. I guess in the underground you can think like Autumn, you know, like whoa, you can think Homicide Gang or Homicide Bino, you can think Lifeless Garments. So Drake has these allegations which he's yet to push back on. He also has Rich Amiri allegations. So you know, Kendrick Lamar is kind of dissing him for not being black enough. Basically, he's just saying like, yo, you're not really from our culture. You use our culture, you use other people from other parts to appropriate our culture. And you know, Drake basically called Kendrick Lamar a slave. I would say, who's an underground rapper that's a slave to the label? It doesn't really make sense if you say slave. I would, you know, maybe we can say Summers in this case. Like, he signed to 10K Projects, bought a Maybach, and is probably in a ton of debt right now. Just going on a limb here to say this, but you know. And Kendrick also called Drake, or to fight back, Kendrick called Drake a colonizer. Now, why did he call him a colonizer? He said because, okay, he goes to different areas within like hip hop. So for example, Atlanta, New York, Houston, etc. By the way, he's from Toronto, and he takes from their culture. For example, he uses a Jamaican accent, which, you know, people have been saying for a long time is weird. That's what XXXTentacion called him out for. He uses like a UK drill accent. I don't know. He'll mess with people and he'll take their flow. And Drake has been known to be a wave rider for a while now. Who does this relate to? I'd say Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd is kind of known for like giving random people in the underground cosigns. For example, like if you get a Trippie Redd cosign as an underground rapper, people will actually like clown on Trippie and just like make fun of you as well. For example, recently Yapo JJ got a cosign from Trippie Redd, and they posted pictures of them FaceTiming. I believe Trippie came out to the show, which is actually really cool, but people are like, man, Trippie Redd's just using him. And I believe Trippie Redd did that for Jace as well, and he did that for a couple other rappers. I think Summers too. You know, people just joke about it. So yeah, Drake also has Trippie Redd allegations. That doesn't even make sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Can you guys tell I'm just totally freestyling this video off the top of my head? Anyways, it gets deeper. So Kendrick Lamar also accuses Drake of having Lifeless Garments allegations. Now, what's actually very ironic is multiple allegations fall into the same category. So apparently Lifeless Garments has 2 kids, and he kind of like cosplays as this like vampire teenager. However, he also has like, P-word allegations, which is what is being alleged towards Drake. And Drake is being called out for hiding his daughter. And he was recently called out for, not recently, I mean like years ago, he was called out and forced to show the world his son for hiding his son, Adonis, by Pusha T. So this is like a big deal. Drake also has Tana allegations. So, he's been called zesty and a little swinging that way on that side. So basically, Drake had said that people only play The Weeknd's music at gay clubs, and Metro Boomin was like, yo, how would you know that? Of course you would know that. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he really set himself up for that one there. And I guess his ghostwriters are, they're kind of failing to, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this or not. If you specifically, exclusively only listen to Underground, Drake has ghostwriters, A lot of people write his music. That's why he doesn't get as much respect as others deserve. So I guess this comparison, I could say like industry plants, you think of, or I wouldn't even say industry plants, just people who've had like hands help them, You could even say Ken Carson. He's on an industry plan, but he had a lot of help from Cardi, or and it's not really the same at all. I'm just trying to make something out of it. The other thing as well is Drake had beef with Metro Boomin, who's a producer at first. So before any of this started, it all started with that. And, you know how it is. So that's like if Summers dissed like Ken Carson's producer, Lil 88 or something. It was like they had beef. Do you get what I'm saying? Or that's like if, that's like if, I don't know, like Summers dissed Yeat's producer Tragic or Benny X and was like, by the way, Drake said something really funny. He told Metro, go make some drums. So, so Benny X just signed a deal to Zach Bia's label, who actually is very cool with Drake. So, I mean, small world. So that would be like if Benny X had a project and he had everyone on there and he had a song with, I don't know, maybe Yeat, some other people, and Summers wanted to be on it, and he was like, sorry bro, the track is already finished, I don't want to put you on it. He respectfully declines, and Summers took it some way, and then all this tension formed, and then there's some beef, and then there are a bunch of Summers disses on Benny X's album. Dang, I'm really just hanging on to a thread here with these comparisons, but we're gonna keep going. Anyways, what else was alleged? So another thing that was alleged was that Drake's label was blocking Metro, Future, and Travis's song Like That from getting radio play through sending cease and desist and whatnot. So that's kind of similar to Ken Carson blackballing, quote unquote blackballing Osama's son by telling his producers, yo, don't produce for him, stop letting him steal my sound, etc. You get what I'm saying? So there's also this other thing. This is the last comparison I'm going to make because some of these don't even make sense. But anyways, there's also J. Cole, who has been getting called J. Fold. If you didn't know, J. Cole and Drake had a song called First Person Shooter where they talk about the big three, all right? The big three is Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole. Or that's, it's been. Some people say, hey, Future deserves that spot. But, it's all up for debate. Anyways, they're kind of considered to be like the big three of that generation. Anyways, when Kendrick dissed Drake, he said, F the big three, it's just big me. J. Cole wrote an 8-minute diss track and then said, nah, I take that back, and apologized to Kendrick Lamar and said, I don't want any more violence. Anyways, I guess that would be like, well, who's the underground big three? And I don't mean like currently, I mean like, let's go from like 2019. So I would say influence and popularity wise, it would probably be Yeat, Summers, and Ken Carson. Okay, very basic, but if you just look at like the big dogs, and I would say Yeat and Ken Carson are no longer underground, but it is what it is. I would say it's Summers and Yeat, Drake and J. Cole, and Kendrick would be Ken Carson. Okay, that does not align at all, because that would make Yeat J. Cole, and I don't think Yeat would fold like that. I don't even think Yeat would respond. Damn, sorry, I just did Yeat fans. Yeah, I should not have made that comparison. Okay, I think that's a sign this video's gotta end. Anyways, I just wanted to do something super random and fun. I got other videos that are like more serious and actually make some sense. But I just wanted to talk about this. I feel like I was making videos and I was like, dang, I know you guys don't want to hear about like mainstream rap stuff on this channel especially, but I just wanted to like talk about it a little bit, how to do it in a little fun way. I don't really take myself too serious on this channel. I will say a couple things though about the whole beef. I never really cared for lyricism at all. I always went off of sound. That's why when Drake and Kendrick Lamar first started dropping diss tracks, I was kind of like, dang, these Drake songs are hard, because I really just care about the sound, and the bars and the lyrics are just an added touch, especially in rap music. like, dang, that's hard, and you know, it does have to have some type of substance, but I'm not like looking for some lyrical schmiracle shit, right? However, in this like rap diss track, you know, it's the first time I think in my entire life where I really appreciated lyrics. And I was like, wow, he really murdered Drake. You know, it's like, whoa, he went crazy, you know. And it's just like, you kind of see, you know, old heads and these people and that are older who are fans of hip hop have always been saying, hey, Drake is not really a real rapper because, you know, he's more of a pop star. He sings, he doesn't, you know, his ghostwriters. This isn't what real hip hop is about. He's more of a pop star. He's not a real, like, it's not real hip hop, you know. And it's very interesting for me. By the way, I'm a much bigger Drake fan than a Kendrick Lamar fan, if I'm just being honest. You know, I haven't heard this much Kendrick Lamar since I was in like elementary school. Of course, I still have respect for him, but it's like, wow, he really dismantled Drake and exposed him in every area. And you know, he exposed that Drake had no real relationships, and that at this point of his career, basically everyone has fallen out with Drake. All of these people that have fallen out with Drake were once, a lot of them were once very close with him. You know, it doesn't seem like anyone is really rocking with him. No one is coming to his side. You know, the one guy who was supposed to be on his side, like, waved the white flag, and now they're like apologizing to him because they're like, oh man, you totally made the right decision. I'm talking about J. Cole. And it kind of just goes to show that, you know, a lot of people do say, man, what happened to real hip hop? Hip hop is dead. All these cap rappers, all this stuff is, you know, it's like infesting our culture. But, you know, it's very much alive, and people still do respect like real artistry. And, you know, people just want to hear realness. And I feel like you can even relate that to a lot of the underground rappers right now. A lot of them are capping in their music. And at the end of the day, to some extent, everyone is capping because everyone embellishes the lyrics and everyone tries to live an image that they aren't. But, you know, you look at a lot of the artists that really went up, there was something behind it. There was something real behind it. You know, there will never be an artist who just spews BS and goes up and can stay up. You know, look at Lil Pump, look at Smoke Perp. It's a common denominator among all these artists. So I would say you really can make some genuine comparisons to the underground. Of course, it's all music, it's all rap at the end of the day, just completely different styles. So yeah, maybe just a little food for thought. Maybe I should have put this part in the beginning of the video. I feel like most people have clicked off by now. But anyways, if you're still watching, comment. Yo, I was still watching. Yeah, I have no creativity at this time of night. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. And man, I'm excited to keep dropping videos on this channel. And yeah. Also, I appreciate you guys for subscribing and stuff. I feel like I never say that. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little corny. Like, thank you guys. Oh my God, we got this, you know. But I do really appreciate it, you know. Anyways, take care. Bye.